Hey guys, I'm Joe and I'm going to start with showing you my reptile collection. This girl right here is a pastel female ball python and she produced for me last year. She's still recovering from last year, so I'll probably hold off on breeding her at least another year if I do breed her again. And now this guy right here is also a pastel. I bred him to a normal this year to see if maybe there was something else going on. He's got a really heavy gold coloration and a clear belly. And his eggs are actually in the incubator right now, so we'll see what happens there. And here's my lesser male. He's a little huffy, but in my opinion, one of the best base morphs. It's especially one of those morphs that doesn't get worse with age. If anything, it gets better. And this right here is a project girl. She looks to be a granite. Picked her up as a normal. She has an interesting head pattern on her, as well as a clear belly but kind of tracks going down. And this right here is a sable female. She's at about 1,500 grams right now, but I didn't breed her this year. But she'll be plenty big enough to go next year. And I just cleaned her and she already ruined her. And here's another female. This is just a spider. But you can see how clean she is. And that highlighting up the dorsal. She's about to go into shed. You can see her pink belly. And like all spiders, she has a little wobble. And this is my cinnamon blackback girl. In my opinion, she's just gotten better with age. She's got that cinnamon color and that some yellow coming up over here. She also eats a crazy amount. She's a 2014 and she's about 1,000 grams already. And I don't even feed her that much. She's just kind of the one that eats everything that the others don't. And this girl was actually a baby of the first pastel female. The pastel female last year was bred to a spot nose. So here's a little pastel spot nose girl from that clutch. She was the smallest of the clutch, still is. She's only about 250 grams. And she was born in October of last year. And here's kind of an oddball out of the rack here. But this is my female jungle carpet. As you can see, she comes up to greet you every time you come in. Now let's see if I can get her out. Half the time she'll just come out and start crawling all over me. Come on, girl. She was born, I believe, July of last year, so she's about a year old. But each shed she'll color up, be more yellow. So I can't wait to see her when she's a full adult. The hardest part is getting them off you once you want to put them away. And now we're going to go over to the adult ball python rack. Here is just an adult female, normal. She produced a clutch that I have in the incubator right now. So I'm going to let her be in there, but she's a big girl. She's about 3,500 grams and she barely even lost any weight after she had eggs. She gained it right back. And here's another girl, and she's gravid. She should be ready to pop real soon. Just had her pre-lead shed, and you can see how big she is. See right there? So she's ready to pop in about 25 days. Get a little feisty in there. Grab it as well. And then here I have another female, normal. And she had her pre-lay shed about 30 days ago. So she's literally gonna lay any day now. And you could hear her huffing and puffing. So you can see the eggs from about right there to over here. She's got quite a pouch on her. She's also usually very docile. It's just they're not the happiest when they grab it. And here I actually have another carpet python. This is a diamond jungle carpet. This is probably one of my favorites. You can just see that crazy busy pattern with all that yellow. To me, I think there's nothing better than a black and yellow snake. Now the next rack behind us is the colubrid rack. I'm going to start with this little guy here. He's a yearling. He is a Louisiana pine snake. And this should be interesting because they're a little bit wiry. He's also very, very fast. If you want to come up here, see him go crazy. He's also in shed, that's why he was soaking. Woo. If you can hear him huffing. But once you get him up there, he gets alright. He's rattling right now. He's about to bite me.
Oh my God.
And I'll put you down, buddy. They're pretty much all bluff. I've never gotten bit by one. Him or the adult male that I have. You can see he's still in there. Oh, he just struck at the side of the top. I said he doesn't really strike often, but he's in shed and can probably barely see, so he's just not very happy. And he just ate yesterday, so it has nothing to do with him being hungry. But they're an awesome snake to have. And this is my Annery corn snake girl. She just had a pre-led shed for her second clutch. It looks like it will only be a few eggs, but I really wasn't sure if I was going to get a second clutch or not. She was bred to an older male that I'm about to show you. So she's an Annery, and she was bred to this male. So what I'm trying to do here is they're going to be double het for male and Annery, so it will be hopefully breed them back and get snows, which nowadays is not a very uncommon snake, and it costs about $15, but it's more fun to breed them out that way. You can see he's a big male, and I've had him for about 12 years, and this will be his first clutch. Not a very fertile clutch. She laid about 16, and it looks about half of that are good to go, and they're on about day 50, so hopefully in about 10 days they'll be ready to hatch. And you can still hear the pine snakes still huffing at me. And this right here is our king snake female, our Mexican black king snake. She is the only king snake we have, but you can see she's very docile and cool. And you gotta love just the plain black snake and the belly and the iridescence of it. And next up is going to be the adult male pine snake. Overall, really cool snake. Oh boy. But they're from Louisiana and they're actually an endangered species. But they're amazing. You can see he's just trying to run away from me, but they sure do make a lot of noise. He's got too much room in there. Alright, the next couple are going to be my lizards, which this guy is a Maruki, blue-tongued skink, and he is buried in there somewhere. This is Jerry the blue-tongue. As you can see, he's in a 4-foot animal plastics cage, which is huge for this little blue tongue, but he'll grow into it. And he likes to burrow all over the place and hide away from us. Although he always comes up when we give him food in the morning. And next is the Tenosaur melanosterna. And he is a spiny-tailed iguana from Honduras. Melano meaning black, sterna meaning chest, so that's where he gets his common name. Oh, there he goes. You can see him. He's not really a pet that you're going to handle, but he is amazing to look at. It's a little dark right now, but he seems to change color every day. Real dark in the front. And then gets to a real light gray in the back. He also eats a lot every day and real skittish, but you can see why they call him black-chested. And now we're going to look at the last thing, which my corn snake eggs are out in the living room because they need lower temperatures. But here is the one ball python clutch we have in here. And we'll check them out. These guys, it is day 51 for these guys. So we'll give them probably 4 to 10 more days and they'll be hatched out. You can see how they're dimpling a little bit and they're ready to go. So, excited about that one. That's a Hoosier Daddy clutch between the Estelle male and the lesser male. No crazy genes in play there, but still fun nonetheless. And that's the whole tour of my reptile room. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, add, subscribe, and you can check me out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you guys.